Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of our series here on Space Engineers. This is Ragnar. When we left off, we had just finished tearing down the ship. Was over here, but broke everything down, took it over here, we built a small platform. We added in our little storage containers, took all the good bits, put them in there. Built up our basic survival system. Let's just fill up on here. So we've got our basic survival system. We have all of the oxygen, hydrogen that we could possibly need. Not that we need oxygen because we're on Earth. And you can see actually down in the right-hand corner, it says oxygen high, which means the atmosphere around us is full of oxygen. That'll be more crucial later on when we're actually off of the planet of the surface of the Earth. But yeah, anyway. So we've got everything that we basically need to survive here, but we want to do a lot more. So we're going to need resources, raw resources. We need to get those smelting up. We'll craft them into the little bits and bobs that go in everything, and then we'll start building the cool stuff. So I can see that we've got a little patch there. You see that dark spot that I'm circling with the cursor? That's generally indicative of a patch of raw ore. So let's take a quick flight over there and we'll see what's up. It's not all that far, so we don't have to worry too much. But just for those who don't really know all about the game, oh boy. Yeah, so I know all about the game. In case it wasn't obvious there. We're gonna take a quick flight back, get there real quick. You can see we've got a cursor for our body location, but we definitely need to pick up the stuff that was on our body there. Those are kind of critical right now where we don't have a lot as a backup. So let's go grab what we lost. Let's try and slow down this time. Pay attention to our speed. Yeah, alright, we're getting closer. And we're off. So, right there. Alright. Grab everything. Okay. So, we're standing on the big old patch here. And let's take out our drill. And the cool thing about the drill is it's got like a little ore detector on it. And you can see that we've got these cursors popping up. Oh, uranium. Beautiful. So uranium is definitely one of the things that we're going to need starting off here. My general approach to play is get way more of the stuff than you think you need. And you won't have to worry about it for a long time. So uranium is definitely something that we're going to mark here. And let's just go into our GPS menu. So this is how you go about setting up a marker when you find something, a point of interest or whatever. So we'll go new from current position. And then we're going to rename this uranium exclamation points. There we go. Alright, and then you can see, got a little marker there, see it says uranium. So we can see that from very, very, very far, well actually infinitely far away if we like. But, you know, when you've got a lot of points like body location, uranium, and all this stuff, and the further away you are, everything is kind of close together. It just looks like a big clustered mess of blueness. The way that you can turn that off is you hit H and kind of cycle through the different things. Here it says signal switched off. So when we're not using or working in this area, we may choose to just shut that stuff off because it'll get a little crowded and a little annoying to look at later on. So let's go to first person. Let's just go find that uranium. I like to walk until it's right below my feet. And we'll pick the 38.8. That looks like it's the closest. And a good idea sometimes is to come at your bit of ore from an angle so that you can kind of walk in and out. And this thing's all over the place. Come on. All right, let's just go straight down. We'll see what we can find. And we're drilling through our foot. So there are two options with the drill here. You can right click, which just breaks away whatever it is that you're drilling through. And then you can left click, and that will allow you to get stone. So we could pick that stuff up, and we'll just pick it up to get out of the way. But what we're looking for here, let's just press, since we're getting a little deep here, we'll press L, turn on our personal lights, and that's going to help us see when we reach the uranium. So what we're looking for here is a very distinctive change in color. Uranium is like a dark, dark charcoal gray. It stands out a lot, especially when you're out in the off the Earth visiting asteroids and you find a deposit. It's very, very stark. But on the Earth it's a little less obvious, and generally that's because you're deep in the Earth trying to get at it. So let's just dig down here. And I'm going against my own advice by digging a hole straight down, because we're going to need to fly out of here. But it's okay, because if you look here, we've got hydrogen bottle. And those will refill automatically into our jetpack. So we're digging. And we're still digging. Digging. Where are you? Ooh, there it is, uranium. It's that dark gray. Now we're going to switch over to the left click, and that'll break off pieces for us to take home. So we got uranium ore, beautiful. Alright. So we're going to collect up a lot of this stuff, as much as we can, inside of one inventory. And generally, good rule of thumb is to kind of collect it as you go. If you do a lot of it, and then you've got a lot of these stones sitting down on the bottom here, there is a limit in the game to the number of free-floating objects that you can have. So if you're just going ham here, chopping away, and you've got all these pieces accumulating behind you, eventually some of them will start despawning. So that's something that you want to avoid. But anyway, we're going to make a quick cut. I'm going to bring you guys back after I've gotten a full inventory of uranium. We'll bring it back to the base, and I will see you in a few. And we're back, guys. So we filled up our inventory. You can see in the bottom left there where it says volume in red letters, 4,000 liters. That is the max capacity of our character in terms of volume. You also have a maximum mass, but apparently uranium, the heaviest element in the game, is not heavy enough to exceed our weight limit. Super strong, by the way. We can carry 10,060 kilograms. Yeah, no problem. So, yeah, down there you can see the stone still laying there. That'll despawn after a little while. And we do need stone for some projects. I believe for nuclear reactors, when you make the reactor components, you're going to need stone that's been processed into gravel. But for now, we have a reactor. It'll fulfill our power needs for the time being. We will want to upgrade at some point. Oh, there you see we just got gas refilled from the bottles. So it's a good thing that we had those on us. And it's worth noting that those things do take up, see there, mass and volume. So those take up a little bit of space in your inventory, and they do limit how much of whatever material it is that you're mining that you can bring back. So, just something to keep in mind. So we got our uranium, or rather our uranium ore. And one of the problems that we're facing now is that we don't have a way to process it. So we're going to have to work on that. Let me just consolidate these things. I like to keep things kind of a little bit organized. I mean, vaguely organized chaos, we'll call it. So we have a ton of steel plates, ton of motors. We're really, we're set up pretty well, because we took all the bits and bobs out of the old spaceship. So, yeah, let's drop these guys off too. I don't need these. I've got one set already. So yeah, the reason we have two sets of those is because, as you saw in the previous clip, we just died. And when you respawn, you get a new set. So, a little bit on the cheaty side, but yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, do we really need our lights? I don't think we need our lights. We've got fireflies, aren't they beautiful? Yeah, I really like the fireflies in this game. Anyway, let's refill on our energy. And yeah, while we're here, we'll fill up our hydrogen bottles too, because we're going to be flying around quite a bit today. Looking to get Let's see, oxygen generator. Looking to get all the materials that we need to really get this base going. And one of the primary things that we're going to need to make this platform a lot larger, because we will be running out of space fairly quickly here, is raw iron. However, we still need a way to process that. So first thing that we're going to need to do, let's go into our G menu. Let's see here. Refinery. Yes, we need a refinery. Shouldn't be an issue. We've got all the bits and pieces. There was one on the ship previously, so that will be fine. Yeah, let's just pick a location that's relatively sensible. That one goes right to the edge of the platform, and we'll come out 1 and 1. Oops, my bad. We need steel plates to start the build on this guy. So we'll space it out 1 and 1, and let's pick a color for this. I'm thinking black. Black seems like a good color for a refinery. Seems like a pretty dirty job, a machine that would accumulate a lot of filth. So that'll be good. And you can see there on the right, we've got enough steel plates. We've fulfilled the steel plates requirements for building this refinery. However, we need construction components, large steel tubes, motors, and computers, none of which we have in our inventory. So let's grab some of those. Let's see, construction components, large steel tubes, computers, and what was the other thing? I don't remember. Motors. Motors! We'll throw those guys in there too. Alright, so that finished welding up. Looks vaguely black. So yeah. These little side nodules that you see here, these are for special modules that go on the side. There are 3 types of modules. We can actually look at them here. Modules. Yeah, so we've got the productivity module, the efficiency module, and the power efficiency module. So productivity basically speeds up how much or how quickly the refinery will process the ore. The effectiveness module, I guess I pronounced that wrong before. The effectiveness module gives you more ore, or rather more refined material per unit of ore that you've put in the machine. And the power efficiency module is obvious. It just cuts down on the amount of power that it takes to process ore. But we'll tinker with that in a little while. Right now, we just want to take, let's put these guys back in there, and we will grab our uranium ore, and we'll move it over here manually. Later on, what we can do is, yep, there we go. You can see it's processing up there. Actually, while that's processing, we'll just do it right now. So, these big yellow square things, those are for hooking up conveyors. Now, we haven't used any conveyors on this base yet. We've just lined everything up, and maybe I didn't explain that before. If that's the case, my apologies. But if you hook everything up with these conveyors, you can move bits and bobs between everything in your base just by accessing one of these ports. Like I could move this into here, or I could move it all the way down into the small reactor, and it'll move the sensible bits, the things that obviously belong in one place or another, like refined uranium, for example. Once we hook this all up with conveyors, this stuff will move to the small reactor automatically. And I love the automation. Makes everything a lot faster and a lot more enjoyable. What's going on? Oh, because I'm in the refinery. That's why I can't pick up steel plates. Alright, so let's get some of those guys. We'll get some interior plates. Get some motors. Some computers. Maybe some small tubes. I'm just guessing here at what we need to put the conveyors in. So let's go to our second bar here, and I just hit Control 2. if you see in the bottom there, above the main hotbar, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can skip between those and organize your individual inventories. Or rather hotbars, so that you can just switch between them and build, you know, things that are all kind of part of the same general construction. So we're going to get a conveyor, curved conveyor tube, and a straight conveyor tube. And yeah, that's all we want so far on here. We'll pick a color. Let's go with light blue. Alright, so we'll go with light blue. Just because. If you guys hate it, you know, feel free to let me know and I'll consider changing my color scheme. But oh, construction components. How could I have forgotten? Yeah, construction components and construction components. Alright, let's drop these guys off. And construction components. Oh, getting disoriented. Alright, so weld this guy up. And that'll be all set. And if we're really quick, maybe we can see it moving the refined uranium out. Oh, there it goes. So 176, there you go. You can see that that's increasing. So basically proof that we're processing stuff here, it's getting transferred through there, goes through there, through our oxygen generator, and into the reactor. All automatic, easy peasy. And that's just the way I like it. Alright, so we have a refinery going. We got a conveyor system, everything's hooked up, everything moves well between each other. And we've got a nice little source of uranium there. So, yeah. I'm going to make a cut here, and what I'm going to do is off camera, I'm going to spend a little time, I'm going to fly around, and I'm going to try and find a deposit of iron, because that's pretty much step number 2 that we need to make sure that we have. So we can build this base up, we can build some walls for defense, because who knows what lives on this planet in these hills. Probably big dangerous predators, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay guys, welcome back. We have been all around this place. It was a long night. As it turns out, you cannot make out these dark spots in the earth to find large deposits. So I did go around, I found some boulders. You can see there's a magnesium boulder there, silicon boulder there, and we already looked at the uranium. Nickel, silicon boulders, a couple of twin ones right next to each other, and we found an iron boulder. That's what I was really looking for. And we had one death over there. We got attacked. We got attacked by Cyberhounds. I haven't really seen those guys before in this game. I usually have them turned off just because, I don't know, I'm not a big, you know, hardened war machine over here. I just kind of like to do the creative building, the exploring, looking at the nice scenery. But we have been doing a little bit of mining at each one of those boulders. So you can see we have some uranium that's still smelting up from the last time. And then we got silicon, magnesium, nickel, and iron. Actually, we'll take this iron and we'll move it to the first slot. That'll prioritize that. So we're cranking out some iron. And that'll get us what we need to make some steel plates. So maybe what we need to do, because of the presence of those Cyberhounds, they're nasty and they kill you really fast. Although it doesn't seem like they can get up here, which is fantastic. So maybe we don't have to worry about walls just yet, but it would be nice to extend this platform out in this direction and get a little space, and we can start building our first ship. Our first ship, I'm thinking it's going to be a mining ship. I mean, obviously it's going to be a mining ship. What else would it be? So we can start collecting a lot of this stuff, and we'll put some modules on the side of this guy right here, speed it up a little bit, get it a little more efficient, and we'll get some more materials out of it as well. So yeah, let's fill up right here, and then we'll grab some steel plates. So, steel plates. We'll load up on that. We can put this away for now, since we're going to be sticking around the base. And we'll get rid of 10 of those. As I say it, I can hear the snarling in the background. Alright, where are you? Oh my god, you guys. Are there more? Ugh. Oh. We're maxed out on weight because we just picked up steel plates. Oh, don't hit us from behind. Where are you? Oh, shoot. Oh. Spray and pray, that's what I always say. I've never been much of a first-person shooter guy, so forgive me for my lack of accuracy. But yeah, these guys are all over me. Yeah, that's looking a little bit damaged. Let's see if we can fix it up. Where'd it go? There it is. Alright. Alright, so we're good there. Let's bring this guy out a little bit. What color are we? That looks like the right color. Yeah, let's check. Yeah. Alright. So we're just going to bring this out a little bit. Very Minecrafty feel, this building. Lots of blocks. Or voxel based, as they say. Oh, come here. So let's go like this. Alright, let's see if we got what we need to weld these guys up. It's amazing how you can just hold the welder right in the middle of this large block and all these plates just slap up there. No problem. It's like they're shooting out of the welder. Looks like we might have enough. Our way isn't going down that quickly. But man, is this welder slow. I just finished my other playthrough on this game. Well, not finished. I stopped playing it so that I could make this series, but in my other game I had the elite welder, the elite grinder, elite everything, and you get so used to how quickly that stuff moves. So you know what? Let's see if we can make one. Ah, we don't have an assembler. Alright. We'll finish welding this up as it is. And we'll worry about the assembler in a little bit. And we're back. Okay guys, so as you can see here, we put a little bit of a black rim around the outside. It gives it a nice accent. And a little bit of color too. Or color variation. And of course we need these stilts because, you know, we want to make our base look supported. It is a raised structure, and we are terrestrial engineers, at least for the time being. So, but I think I'm getting a pretty good sense of how I want this base to be laid out. This side, oof, will be an enclosure. We'll close in all of these machines and, yeah, build a contained structure there, and then we will bring a wall down this line, probably out this side. And this will be our landing pad on this side for all of our, well, the little spaceships, the starter spaceships. But right now we've got another problem. These freaking guys, oh my gosh. Go away. Jeez. I don't know. I mean, they have good materials and all, but honestly, they're such a nuisance. They're just constantly running by, chewing on my base, messing up my stuff. It's just a lot of maintenance to keep up with the damage that these guys are doing. And we have another one. Where are you? Where's your dead body? Give me your things. Oh, you too? Just go away. I'm trying to build here. What do you have against me anyway? You're not even a natural part of the ecosystem. I'm more natural here than you guys are. So yeah. Cyberhounds aside, we're going to get a structure going here. And we're going to extend out the machinery a bit as well. But we really need an assembler. So let's throw one of those guys in here before we call it an episode. Oh, steel plates. Let's get some steel plates. You can see we've got a spot for a module on that side, a spot for a module on that side, and we've got a connector on the front and the back. So we'll line that up with our refinery and hook it into the system. Right? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Perfect. We'll just start welding that guy up. Oof, we need a lot of computers. 80 computers, we need 8 motors, 40 construction components. Alright. Let's grab those things. Get rid of these things. And we'll just grab 100 of those. 40 construction components. And it was 4 motors. We'll finish welding with it. Oh, by the way, one of the things that I love about this game is the animations when you can see inside the machine before it's complete. So cool looking. It's almost a shame they seal it up so you can't see it later, but I imagine that would put a bit of a burden on the old computer. Alright guys, well, I guess that's gonna be it. It's pretty much all the time we've got for today. Thanks for coming by. This has been Ragnar, signing off. Thank you very much for watching.